Okay, let's work on our next set of problems on page 100. Get my pen back. Okay, here we go. Number 9. Multiply 7 times 462 using place value and expanded form. Choose the number from the box to complete the expression. So it's an expression, so we don't actually have to find out what it equals. Okay, so if we're using expanded form, that means 7 times 400, 7 times 60, and 7 times 2. So here, 7 times 4, well no, the value of that 4 isn't just 4. That 4 is worth 400. So 7 times 400 plus 7 times, now we have a 6. How much is that 6 worth? Not 600. That 6 is in the tens place, so it's worth 60. And lastly, 7 times 2, that 2 is in the ones place, so it's only worth 2. So we circle the 2, and that's it. That's all we need to do for number 9. Okay, going on to number 10. Use place value to find the product. 3 times 600 is the same thing as 3 times 6 hundreds. That's all it's asking. It says how many hundreds are there? Well, there's 6 hundreds. Okay. And now they want us to do the actual math. 3 times 6 is 18 hundreds. Okay. And then lastly, they just want us to write that in standard form, which just means number form. So 18 hundreds is 18 in the hundreds place, so, or 1,800. That's all we're doing for that one. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing here. 5 times 400 is the same thing as 5 times how many hundreds? Well, how many hundreds are there? There's 4 hundreds. See, there's a 4 in the hundreds place, so there's 4 hundreds. Now they want us to actually do the math. 5 times 4 is how many hundreds? Well, 5 times 4 is 20, so that's 20 hundreds. And then just like up here, we put our 20 with our 2 zeros behind it. So 20 hundreds is equal to 2,000. Okay, number 11. Liam has 3 boxes of baseball cards with 50 cards in each box. Okay, so I'm going to use a model on this one. 3 boxes of baseball cards. There's my 3 boxes. And I'm going to underline that. 3 boxes of baseball cards with 50 cards in each box. So I'm going to put 50 in each box. 50, there's 50 in here, and there's 50 in here. He also has 5 boxes with 40 basketball cards in each box. Okay, so now I'm going to do is boxes is 5 boxes of basketball cards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's his boxes of basketball cards, and it says in the problem with 40 basketball cards in each box. So there's 40 basketball cards in this box, 40 in this box, 40 in this box, 40 in this box, 40 in this box. If Liam goes to the store and buys 50 more baseball cards, how many baseball and, I'm going to double underline and basketball cards does Liam have? And there's my question mark. Show your work. Okay, so here's his baseball cards. 3 boxes, 50 cards in each box. There are his 5 boxes of basketball cards with 40 cards in each box. And then we need to go to the store and buy 50 more baseball cards. So I'm going to do another box, and that shows our 50 more that he got at the store. There's the 50 more. So there's 50 more. And the question though is, how many baseball and basketball cards does Liam have? Well, I have them all here now. I have the 3 boxes of 50 baseball cards, the 5 boxes of 40 basketball cards, plus the 50 more that he bought. Now, I could just add these all up and that would be my answer. But there's a quicker way to do it. We can also multiply. So, 50 how many 50s do I have? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 50 times 4. And that's only going to show how many baseball cards he has, though. So I also need to find out how many basketball cards, because the question said baseball and basketball. So there's 40 basketball cards in each one of the boxes, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. So I can do 40 times 5. But again, you could just add these as well. If you want to add them, that's another way to do it as well. But multiplying is going to be a little quicker. So 5 times 4, that's 20. And then I just add my 1 0. That's 200. And 4 times 5, which is the same thing as 5 times 4, so that's 20 again. And I add my 0. Now these are both partial products. This is part of the answer, and this is part of the answer. But it wants to know both baseball and basketball cards. So these are his baseball cards, these are his basketball cards. To find out the total, I have to add these two numbers. So 200 plus 200. Add my ones place, that's 0, tens place, 0, hundreds place, 4. So he has 400 baseball and basketball cards, and I've shown all my work to display that. Okay. Alright, thanks for going over page 100 with me.